Love Happens, Chapter 2, Getting the Loan. Okay, let's not be late. Bob locked the front door to the house. They stepped cautiously over the icy, cracked flagstones between the front door and her minivan. "We need to reset these flagstones," said Dana. Bob set to work scraping ice off the windscreen. Meanwhile, Dana sat in the driver's seat running the heater and the defrosters. It was bitterly cold. She regretted wearing the stupid dress. She deeply appreciated how Bob always accommodated her wishes once she made them clear. It's rare we tell each other what we want. Her eyes wandered the rock garden on her right. She noticed the cylindrical red bird feeder, and then her eyes traveled the breezeway through to the soft golden tones of marshland on the horizon. She had an imaginary conversation with a non-existent loan officer. "Do you offer loans for renovating a marriage?" The loan officer leans towards us, trying to bridge the gap between his comfy leather chair and our metal folding chairs. He says, "It's a little-known fact, but yes, we do offer loans for marital renovations. What size loan do you have in mind?" "I'm thinking extra large, sir. Jumbo, perhaps. What sizes do they come in?" "What's the principal reason for the loan?" "He doesn't talk to me. We don't say anything to each other that we wouldn't say to any of our friends." The loan officer acquires a sharp intake of breath and extradites a stray hair from the arm of his charcoal grey suit. "So that's what women mean by talking. That's a big part of it. If he's telling me something he told someone else earlier, well, I don't really call it talking." Through the rear-view mirror, Dana saw Bob jabbing the blue plastic ice scraper across her rear window. Her eyes kept track of him, while her mind continued to converse with her imaginary loan officer. "My wife says I don't talk. But since I talk all day, I always tell her she's being ridiculous." "But you think she might be right, don't you?" I shrug, not wanting to ruin my chances of getting the loan. "Have you thought of applying for a marital renovation loan for the two of you?" I venture gently. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but yes, we did apply. But this bank is extremely rigorous about looking into loan applications by employees. He looks up and smiles very quickly at a suited woman entering the glassed-in office next door. Suddenly, he looks like he isn't going to talk. "What happened?" I prompt. "She failed the spousal inspection." "They inspect the spouse?" "Of course, madam," he says, suddenly sitting abnormally upright. "The application procedure requires the completion of a detailed checklist. Do you think the bank just gives out loans willy-nilly?" No, of course not, but a spousal inspection." Bob was coughing. Dana coughed, unconsciously trying to clear Bob's throat for him. Meanwhile, Bob caught hold of his dangling grey scarf, pulled it tight across his chest, and tucked the ends inside his navy overcoat. "My wife was a bad risk," says the loan officer. I stare at him. I refuse to let it go at this. His eyes sweep the listening distance. "She named too many girlfriends. They said she would never truly confide in me." I adjust my position in the chair and attend to folds in my skirt, hoping that my apparent inattention will trick him into revealing more than he should. "And, well, she agreed that ideally she would like us to talk more, but that it was true she did have one girlfriend or another to go to, with all the types of thoughts she tended to have. She said it was unlikely she would cut out her girlfriends and talk to me instead. So they denied the loan." "I'm very sorry," I say, reeling from the fact that I thought this would be a simple story about him, and it turned out to be a parable about me not confiding in my own husband.
created using Powtoon.